So you all saw the title of the video. I forgot. I forgot I was wearing this hat. I'll keep it on anyway. So you guys all saw the title of the video. I became a world record speedrunner. I currently have the world record in a speedrun officially on speedrun.com. I'll show you proof in a bit, because before I get into that, I want to talk about something else that's pretty equally funky that does have to do with it. You see, YouTube's, well, algorithm really likes when you put buzzwords in your titles, and I have evidences because I am a small creator. If you scroll down, you might be able to see a little bit, which you can change if you subscribe and like the video. You can change that number to be higher. Don't you want a number to be bigger? You want it to, yes you do. But putting the word world record in a video increased the viewership by like 400%, which for me is a little bit insane. So I will absolutely be farming that and putting the word, I'm good at English, don't worry about it, world record in this title again, and titling it How I Became a World Record Speedrunner, because then I'll get more views, and I want those. Anyway, here we go. So I decided to go to a housing for the sake of this, because well, I find it easier to talk while just doing parkour than actually playing Skywars, and I don't really have to focus for the good first 20 minutes until they get to like actual parkour stuff. But yeah, no, if you go on speedrun.com and look at the game Bacon, the game, it's a mobile game. You may find for levels 1 through 10 speedrun, the world record is held by none other than Human Burrito, which is me, which I'll prove here in a second. And there you go. That's a screenshot of the page. If it changes by the time I finish editing this video because I'm slow and lazy, then I'll say that, and then I'll be sad because I no longer have the world record. But I have a very interesting story about how I started speedrunning this game and actually speedrunning it itself. So, Bacon is a... Ignore that. Bacon is a game that I started playing a while ago just because it seemed like a silly, wacky, fun game. It was free on the App Store. And it has, actually, the ads on it are, okay, it's a free game, so it has ads, as most free games do. Because, you know, money. But it's actually done really well, because you can toggle the ads, so they just show up at the bottom. You can toggle them between, like, every, like, I think it's about 3 minutes, I found it out to be. It shows up with an ad that actually interrupts, or you can change it to ads that just show up at the bottom of the game and don't really affect gameplay at all. So it's actually really great. And I actually just genuinely like that. I ended up using the toggleable ones that come up every 5 minutes because that was just looked a bit more visually appealing for the actual run. So the game, I was one day I was playing it and I had pretty much beaten the game at that point. And I was like, I'm curious if anyone had speedrun it. So I went on speedrun.com and found out, oh, actually it had not a huge following, but like for a random mobile game, it had a decent following on speedrun.com of people that speedrun it, like at least double digits runners. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. That was actually my first mistake because I ended up definitely spending I invested a lot of time into speedrunning that game because the guy that had the first place position for the first 10 levels at the time. Give me a second. I'll find their name real quick just so I can give him a shout out. DJ underscore Nidamego was actually like really good at the game. They were very fast. I spent multiple hours just where I'd tie with them or get just behind them, and by tie with them I mean get the full second, same but different like millisecond, because they were just really good at the game. So after many hours of first, of course, originally I had on some earlier videos, you can see me on the channel, you can see me getting like 3rd place or 2nd place and stuff like that, and then eventually the 1st place. But after I'd gotten the 3rd and 2nd place positions, I didn't want to submit one until I got 1st place. This was for one main reason. I had developed a new strat for the first level that was a lot faster than DJ's original strat. which is the only reason I'd be able to outpace him, because he was actually just, they were, actually, I don't know if it's just he, they were actually just genuinely better than me at the game. So, I didn't want to do it in fear of, oh, they see it and then they just do better than me and then I can never get the world record. But also, it was at that point when I actually ended up getting it, it was 4 months since their record and they hadn't done any runs since. So I thought it was like, okay, it's fine. Once I get it, I can just do that. And even then, it's been a month actually since I got this record when I haven't made a video on it because I'm lazy. And so, eventually, after many hours of trying, because even with this strat, a lot of times I would not get faster or I would just tie with DJ. Because, again, the dude didn't use the strat and was just really fast. Just really, really fast. You may have noticed I just cut something out there. That was definitely not me struggling to get on a ladder and just make a small jump for about, 30 seconds. You missed nothing. Don't worry about it. But something else about that was, again, the guy was just really fast. But also, once I actually finished the run, in Megamind, after Megamind quote-unquote kills Metro Man, he's like, I don't know what to do with my life anymore, because his entire life at that point had been leading up to killing Metro Man. It felt like that, because I had spent so many hours grinding that out and trying to get the world record. After I did it, I just didn't know what to do with my time. There'd be so many times where I'd just be sitting there and be like, huh. Yeah. There was a lot of just missing it, essentially. Of pretty much being like, dang, I don't know what to do now. I completed it, but now what? I got world record, but now what? Which is, I'll say, not what I expected. I expected it to be like a huge sense of accomplishment. First, and don't get me wrong, I'm like happy that I got it. But after that feeling wore off, it was just like, huh, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. And a month later, I still don't really. Okay, but that has led into something else. I sorta do. I've been playing a lot of mobile Tetris now. And, I did a lot before, but now I've started picking it up again. But before, at one point, it had gotten, to where I would play mobile Tetris before bed. Just as, like, a cooling down for the day thing. And then I'd end up accidentally playing it for 2 hours, because, it's like, one more game. What could go wrong? And then, it would end up going on for like 2 hours, which is just, fantastic. But it got to a point where I'd start legitimately having dreams about Tetris. I'd play Tetris in my dreams. Not like dreams about Tetris where it's weird, it's like, oh, the long piece is gonna come for me or something like that. No. It was like, I was just playing a game of Tetris. That was my dreams. That's what I thought about. And I don't really remember many of my dreams. Typically, if I do remember them, they're like nightmares. But no, this is one of the ones I remember. It's just me playing Tetris. Thank you, Hypixel. But I've weaned off that because I felt like if I start dreaming about a thing because I'm playing it so much, maybe I should wean off it a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should give it a little break. So right now I'm just sort of, I've been playing a lot more Minecraft and Halo. I'm a fan of Halo, if you guys didn't know. Okay, but back to the YouTube stuff. But for me as a small creator, again, you can change that if you go down there and click subscribe and the like button. Because, you want me to do that. You want me to grow and be a strong little creator, don't you? Yes, you do. But, see, putting everything, so, let's be honest, I'm gonna be honest, the channel doesn't really get a lot of success because it's, kind of honestly mid-content at the best. But one thing that I did notice is just putting the world record in the title of the video that I got the world record in, that just saying, oh, I got the world record, increased the number of views like 4-fold, or I think at some point for some even 10-fold of views of previous videos. And keep in mind, it was technically a short. It's technically a short, YouTube short, which definitely do get more views. But for me, not that much. And especially not to the degree that that one was, because I had previous shorts out there of third and second place. So it's insane, because here, let me check it real quick. Yeah, I'm back from checking, and this previously before the world record, the highest like viewed video on my channel was something like 30 views, and then one of the next highest was the shorts for the actually weirdly enough the third place one, which is something like 26 views, and the second place one honestly the second place one actually did really bad. For some, I don't know why, it did so much worse. So pretty much it increased from if you take the third place one, since it's a short as well as the world record one, the world record one has like 80 something views, so about 4 times or 3 to 4 times the amount of views just from the world record in it. So I will absolutely be using that in this video and titling it like how I got the world record in this mobile game or something like that, just because I know it will get more views. I will definitely be using the world record in this video title, and I'll use it as some sort of an experiment to see how many views it gets compared to other things. And also, if you mind viewing, you should also subscribe, so then I could also compare that subscriber gain from the previous videos to this one. And definitely won't benefit me at all. Yes. But also, I hate you. I've gone to another parkour because I was having too much trouble with that one, apparently. Yeah, so this will sort of serve as my small little experiment to see how, well, essentially, what is essentially clickbait of, how effective clickbait is at gaining views and subscribers. Because it seems like it works a little bit based on that small growth in viewership for the world record video. You know, that small 400% increase. You know, because that's normal growth to be expected. Because why not? So if you want to contribute to this scientific study, you should go down below, check out that subscribe button, maybe even poke it a few times. If you ever poke it an odd number of times, 1, 3, 5, any of those, 7, 9, those work too. Just make sure you poke it an odd number of times so that it's not red. Because if it's red, then it's angry at you, and you don't want YouTube to be angry at you, do you? I wouldn't hope so. So you should do that. And then also liking as well helps, because likes generate more, views, because interactions are good. You should also comment, because then that's even more interaction. The more interaction the video has, the more likely people are to see it. And I'm hoping that some people will just choose to do this anyway without me going on this huge rant about interacting. You should just go interact with the... I have switched houses again because I got bored of the triangles. Any amount of interacting helps, and I'll probably check back in after about like a week or even a month about the results of this experiment and sort of show the full thing and show the full extent as to how well clickbaiting works, and hopefully explain as to why so many YouTubers pretty much need it, because then otherwise they just don't do as well, which is just unfortunate for us all. It is sad that clickbait is probably one of the only options that a lot of YouTubers have, because if you don't, you're just being worse. You're just going to put yourself worse off. But hopefully this shows that why it's used. Hopefully this video and actually the video that comes out afterwards that sort of has the data, not data. I'm cursed. Fear me. No, but anyway, but like in a month or so, probably a video in between there and now and then, but in like a month or so, I'll come out with the data from this video, and hopefully it'll show why people use clickbait and more importantly, why I'm going to use it. Because, you know, gaining viewership is pretty nice and I appreciate it a whole lot. Anyway, bye.